Today out on the field in some way, shape, or form. Special teams, first, seconds, thirds, whatever it might have been. Got a lot of tackling in, which was important for us because we've been in soft shell spiders the last 2 practices. Try to get as many guys back healthy as we can. Stayed healthy today, which is important in all scrimmages. And then give us a chance to keep getting after it and see if we can get better for next Saturday night.
What happened to Zach Durfee?
Zach's had an elbow situation that we had to repair. So he's about a 2-month. I think he's out for about 2 months.
So you'll get him.
He'll be back. We believe, from what we were told, that he'll be fully cleared before the start of training camp.
Coach, I know you haven't looked at the film, but leading up to next Friday, and not quite the specifics, but what does the next week look like for you in terms of preparation for that day?
Well, we've got 5 practices left before we have our spring game, and we're not really looking to prepare for that Friday spring game as much as we are seeing can we get better at what we do, right? Our mantra is practice is everything, and everything we do has to do with practice. We've got to compete in practice. We got to be great in fundamentals. We got to know how to do your job. We got to run to the ball. All the things that go into being a great football team. We're going to be trying to work through the whole portal situation. We're going to try to work through recruiting these next couple of weeks. We're going to try to make sure that every player on this roster continues to improve and get better. So we're just trying to look to have 5 great practices.
What impacts the offensive line or lack of bodies made in terms of installing the offense and getting a true assessment of what the offense can do?
Yeah, well, installing the offense, it hasn't slowed us down. We're installing the offense just like if we had 12 linemen. Most spring, you don't usually have more than 12 or 13 max. The goal by August 1st would be to have between 15 and 16 able bodies, healthy bodies, to participate in off-training camp. Probably 14 to 15 scholarship players, probably 2 to 3 walk-ons, so 18 players maybe. And that'll allow us to be able to go split fields. That's kind of the only thing we're lacking right now. We're not able to double up on our reps. So we're able to get everything done we want to get done. We just can't get it done twice.
Did Vincent Holmes just change his mind coming back out of the portal?
Yeah.
Is he kind of like college football persona because he's switched positions twice, gone in the portal twice?
Yeah, I think what happened with Vincent, and I don't want to, I don't really know too much about it, what happened in the past. He came and saw me when I got the job here. He said he wanted to, if he could come back, he wants to come back as an offensive player. I said, sure, it doesn't matter to me right now. We're just looking for football players. I don't care if you're an offensive player or defensive player, you're just a football player or not. Throughout spring, he decided he wanted to go play defense. And I think that was kind of his transition about should he go in the portal or not. And then he met with Coach Sinceri, he met with Coach Belichick and took his name out of the portal.
You're a couple of weeks in, fans want to know about the guys, they want to know about players. Is there a player or two that's maybe jumped out at you or kind of surprised you 2 weeks in?
I would say Carson Bruner has done great of leading the pack. I think his leadership is clear. He's a good athlete. He makes a lot of plays. He's physical. He looks like he's gotten bigger in the 3 months. He looks like he's just put on more size. And so he's been a really, really nice standout for us. I think Drew has a party. He's done really well. Excited to see him as he continues to evolve as part of the offensive line. And Adam Muhammad has really stood out to me. He certainly doesn't run like a freshman. He certainly doesn't look like a freshman. So he stood out. But there's so many guys that have stood out in different spots that have been excited to see kind of their development. Jordan Shaw has done a really nice job. Thaddeus Dixon has shown up. So there's a lot of guys that I'm not thinking about right now, but it's been fun to see every player get better.
How would you assess camp so far?
How have I assessed camp?
How would you assess?
It's been good. We're just trying to work through what type of football team we're going to be. I told these guys, in about 4 to 6 weeks, we'll know who our team is for 2024. And then when we know who that team is, then that team is going to take us all the way through, hopefully, January. So until that time, we're just going to work on becoming as good of a player as we can become, embracing the culture of hard work, understanding what embracing the grind actually really means, and then see if we could develop a locker room and a group of players around this locker room that want to do it our way. And that's what camp's for. So camp is for, can we get good in fundamentals? Can we get good at ball? And then once we get to the summer and conditioning. They'll start team bonding and team culture. And once we get to training camp, we'll get after it pretty good. And it's kind of the NFL model.